Anderson draws Jordan out. Watch this. Big, nice play.
Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come, Philadelphia, on the run. Stand up and cheer. Number one, Philadelphia, here they come, team of the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the Sixers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your
Williams in the penetration, and it's knocked away by Mutombo, but into the hands of Peterson. Antonio Davis.
Sixers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody.
Welcome back to East Leaf Sixers. Your boy Sixers fan for life. We got BG, Jenny from the block, Smitty. BG, unmute yourself.
Who dare meets me?
I don't know. It wasn't me.
All right, so that was a really good game. I wanted them to come out and play all 4 quarters, and they didn't even really need to play the fourth, so that was kind of nice. I wanted, I would have thought that the Wizards would have come out with more energy since they're like on the cusp of being out of the play-in tournament. But man, they were flat. They didn't give us any bit of a fight.
This was the first time in a long time that we beat the brakes off of a team that's hands down not on our level. You know, usually when we play this type of team, it's a drag it out game. We wind up winning. We wind up being down 12 somehow. I commend this team for finally going out there and punching a little kid in the mouth. Beat a bully every once in a while. We could beat a bully every once in a while. Why not?
Absolutely.
We never bully these. I'm not going to disrespect Washington. I'm going to call them trash, but they're not on our level. They're not on our level, and we never punch these not on our level teams in the face. We never bullied them, and I'm glad that for 48 minutes, Jen said something in the pregame, we led the last game by 1.1 second. All that mattered, we got the dub. We led the game for We led this game for 48 minutes.
Why
Sure
why
did.
is it
48.
why is it that every time we play a team like this, some old random guy like Corey CRISPR is
Yeah, that's
kicking
what I
our ass?
get it.
Gabe Vincent and the guys you never hear of. It's always that one random guy. I
Yeah,
don't get
man. He's the
One guy
only
that
one on that
garbage.
whole team that had anything going.
it. Nobody, man.
I
They're
think it
gonna
was
talk.
Headband Power.
We
or
made
something.
Bradley Bill look like an average player, and the guy we don't
Yeah.
even know of looked like Bradley Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
I
So
might look like
RJ
Greg
says
from the Brady Bunch.
his bold prediction came true. I don't know if his bold prediction was the blowout or if it was Deadman for 5
Deadman.
minutes, but
Deadman's
he
5
got
minutes.
both.
Well,
Deadman.
well,
What we all think of that?
We
Few
saw
minutes
it.
we
No,
saw.
I'm going straight to you, Jen. No, don't try to ask the question. The question goes to you because you said you don't want to see him, take him to the senior citizen home. So what did you think about the minutes that Deadman did play, albeit against backups for Washington?
Ooh, that's funny. You know what? I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it at all. Be honest with you.
I think he looks 40, so we think he's the same age as James Harden, y'all. Like he's 33. He's not in the old folks' home yet.
Look, 53.
He looked 53, but he's only
Wait.
33, dog. But he looked like he like 42, dog. I think that's why nobody want to see him.
That guy.
But my question is, man, I know we on Deadman right now, and I'm glad we got to see Deadman in a couple minutes tonight. But what did Dreadman do? He hasn't been able to play in garbage time.
I think he might have tried to date Doc.
He had to get into an
Sister or
argument we don't
something.
know about because it's crazy. We was up 20 plus and he didn't even smell the court for 2 minutes.
That's this game and last when we
Against
weren't able to.
Minnesota.
Yeah, that game. Not even that game. He can't even get it in garbage time.
I get
I don't
Cork. Cork was vocal on one of the trade, and he had a pocket for acting like he Kyrie.
But Cork still get in on these BS games like tonight.
Yeah.
Like he got it against Minnesota.
And did
What?
nothing.
What he had 6. He was 2 for 2 from the field. He was 1 for 1 from the
I knew
free throw
that
line.
would hesitate, Jen.
Don't say he did nothing. He had a good game against Minnesota.
No,
Don't
talking
do
about tonight.
Oh, tonight he ain't do shit.
And he didn't even have a good game against Minnesota. He kept turning the damn ball over. He's a mess.
So, but it's crazy. Like even Korkmaz, who's openly upset with the organization, openly has requested a trade. He even gets in during it. What did Montrezl Harrell do? What did he do? He had to do something. He argued with somebody.
He said a smart comment. He did something because it's not making no sense to me.
Listen, that's crazy because on the day that you beat the brakes off of a team and you don't get no tick, yeah, you definitely must have did something.
This game, this is a former team of his. Like this game, there was no reason everybody on our bench should have played. We could have put Sam Cassell in, Dave Yeager could have played, Doc could have got a couple minutes. Like everybody on that bench should have played. What did Montrezl
S. Dot has summed it up for you on the screen.
his ass?
You sound like your man, DJ. He trying to ass. Just keep it simple. He ass.
Listen. But in this type of game, and dog, Korkmaz ass, but Korkmaz gets in on this. Dog, we played the kid tonight. I love Springer, by the way. We played the kid tonight, and Trez couldn't get 10 seconds. That's crazy.
All of a sudden, he's
That's
not in the
crazy.
blue coats anymore. He's called back up. What?
He's sitting behind the bench. I was looking at it again. He was sitting behind the bench. I'm like, damn, Trez don't even look like the
I don't
bench.
even know if he
Damn.
was
He's like, man, I'm just getting free tickets, free season tickets.
That's crazy.
Springer got
Oh.
season tickets.
Well,
to the
Prophet's
Sixers.
not mad about it, so I'm not mad about it.
Yeah,
He
I
was
mean,
my
I'm not
favorite
mad.
signing, man. I would have loved for him to have shown us more.
I was
and shown what
hyped
happened.
about Trez coming in. It's like that hype just turned into, damn, I forgot you was on the team, dude.
Exactly.
I was vocal at the beginning of the season saying that that's 3 years in a row we picked up the best available big man in free agency. We went to White, Drummond, Harrell. I thought Harrell was the best available this offseason, and I was hype about it. And damn, he has come more useless than House. House actually is playing well lately. Trez can't even get on the floor. That's crazy to me. He said he's eating
Trez was eating popcorn with the foam finger on.
Hey man, enough about Trez. Let's get on to this game, man. Who's everybody giving their flowers to tonight?
Oh yeah. I'll go last because I gotta think about it.
Bane. I'm sorry, I said Jose. Who you giving your flowers?
Bane. He just rose from the dark tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to get some scissors and cut this entire flower all the way down the whole bench, except for the guy who's sitting 2 rows back. I gotta give it to the team. They played well today.
I give my flowers to DeAnthony Melton. My man came in there, hit some big shots, made some defensive steals. He did a good job on Bill because Bill did not look like Bill tonight.
At all.
I'm gonna give mine to the big man.
Jen, I think he run it out of bases in his house. All the damn flowers you done gave this man.
I mean, he didn't even play in the fourth quarter. Somebody said it. He would have gone for 50 tonight. He most certainly would have gone for 50 tonight, and he got 4 blocks.
Yeah, he played hella defense tonight.
Defense was crazy. Yes.
How about you, B?
My flowers is going to Mr. 14 assists, 3 turnovers. I mean, I feel like now it's to the point that if I see somebody say something about that trade on 624/7, I think they should get kicked out. Like I feel like they should just I think
I think you talking about the trade that the Sixers lost?
I'm to the point now where his
talking
name
about the trade the Sixers
allowed.
lost?
His name should not be allowed in Sixers 24/7. Whether it's to give him props, whether it's to talk bad about him, he shouldn't be brought up anymore.
Yo, you talking about the same trade the Sixers lost?
Yeah, we definitely lost.
You talking about the same trade that we got a washed up guy for, a washed old guy, the guy that walks around the stadium smelling like Downey? That guy? You talking about that guy?
I mean, we did give up a guy, a 9-9-9 guy though, Jose. 9-9-9. Them 9-9-9s was fired.
You talking about the same guy that got a 69 rating on 2K right now? You talking about that same guy?
Bruh,
you talking about that same guy?
I played Brooklyn in my season on 2K the other day and literally wasn't guarding Ben Simmons. I was giving him the Draymond treatment, standing in the paint while he at the top of the key. He's so cute and top. Oh,
Raheem
man.
says his flowers going to the mascot. It's his birthday. Is that right? What's Franklin?
Oh yeah, they had a big thing for him at halftime.
Oh, that's nice. 2 people giving their flowers to Doc DeVar and Aunt Sims. How about you?
Doc hasn't been bad, man. Doc has not been bad as of late. Doc has not been bad as of late, man. I'm not gonna say he's coach of the year candidate by no means, but man, he's been doing the job lately. He's been doing a good job lately with the rotations. I mean, obviously we played everybody tonight, but that's just because we was winning big. But when these games have been close, these last few games have been close, he has been playing the correct lineups at the right time, not sitting people for too long, riding the hot hand when it matters. So I won't say he get my flowers for the night, but I do notice the difference in Doc in March than I saw from him in October and November and December.
I'm with Prophet. Prophet's giving flowers to everyone who hits the like button on our YouTube video tonight.
Let's go, Prophet.
That's dope.
Love it. Who are you giving your flowers to, Carl?
I would have to give my flowers to the whole team, the whole unit.
All right.
The morale is high. They're playing good ball. You know, they're sharing the ball around. We're looking good, playing good. So the whole team gets my flowers. I know that's cheap.
They already got flowers, by the way. You came late and you try to steal my flowers.
Hey.
And you think McDaniels is all right?
Yeah, that's scary for going forward.
Yeah.
What exactly was the injury? I missed that.
He got some contact to the hip. I'm not sure. He was holding the hip.
I did see that.
He went to the free throw line, made his 2. Then they took him off back in the locker room. He didn't come back.
Hopefully he's all right, man. I don't know if you guys are paying attention. We never, ever, ever, ever celebrate Brooklyn Nets victories, but the MVP, Lost to the
You talking
Brooklyn
about the
Nets.
guy that had a weight, what's it called? Empty calories. The guy
The
that me
the
and Abdul
MVP.
always have to argue with people in this NBA debate group for.
The
And who is
MVP
Hey,
that?
that's
lost
3
to
in a
Brooklyn.
row for them. 3 losses in a row.
Yo, you know what's crazy? The way
They're
Denver's
still
trending.
5 games in advance.
I know we only love the Sixers, but I follow everything. Yo, do you know the way that Denver is trending? Sacramento
They'll be a
Kings
one
could
and
be the
gone.
number one. Sacramento could be the 1 seed. Sacramento's in second
Yeah.
place in the West right now. That shit is crazy.
That's crazy.
It's bananas.
They
It's
said
bananas.
they've had 11 or 12 coaches since the last time they made the playoffs. 11 or
And they
12
on
coaches
pace
since
to be
they
the number 1 seed.
they got a chance to win the 1 seed in the West, man. They roll, man. Young team with heart, man.
We don't like
But-
to do this here on the show, but honestly, kudos to that organization for flipping the
Kudos
thing
for
around.
robbing us.
Yeah. For flipping the thing around and getting their whole program turned the right direction.
Well-
Shout out to them.
Do you guys feel like I know obviously it's not his average and it's not what we ask for him every game, but do y'all think we got enough from Tobias tonight, considering he didn't play in the fourth? Do y'all feel like his aggressiveness was up? He was making the shots he was supposed to make. Not very efficient, 4 for 11 from the field, only 3 rebounds, two blocks. What did y'all feel about Tobias tonight? We've been begging for him to get off the schneid lately, and
I mean, he only
Those were
played
terrible
25 minutes. So
and that's why I
Right.
said with his limited
Right.
time, I think if he played in the fourth, he would have some of those numbers would have been a little higher. But from what we saw, did you like what you saw to Tobias?
I thought he was much more aggressive than he was last game, so I like to see that. I mean, I counted 3 layups that did not go in, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you really need to
Yeah,
follow
me-
through there.
me too.
Yeah.
So that's 6 points you could have had. I mean, he was trying, but he just wasn't following through.
Shot percentage wise, I mean, if you want to be technical, he didn't do too well, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't,
you know,
it wasn't a
for
good
25 minutes, he gave us what we normally basically would have gotten. And like you said, if he would have played a lot more minutes than that, he might have had more points. But I mean, I thought he just gave us enough, like in my eyes, for 25
enough.
minutes.
And I feel like what he gives us on the defensive side of the ball doesn't show up on a stat sheet. He played a hell of a defensive game tonight that I saw him out there. But yeah, I think
He let Corey Kispert
He had 2 blocks.
get 25 on his dome.
he wasn't the only one on Corey Kispert. He switched on a couple people.
I'm like, what? What game was you watching, Pop?
It wasn't man to man the whole game. They switched on a couple people. Tobias played a couple people today. Kuzma.
Don't know about that.
Yeah, I watched.
Here,
it.
I want to bring this up that RJ put in the chat. Now he says, I think probably get 4 losses in the West. And I don't know if he's talking about our upcoming West Coast.
That's what
I
he's
think he's
talking
saying we
Swing.
got, unless he's talking about we have 4 losses so far against the West.
Because but he said in the West. So I thought, I don't know. You're going to have to clarify that for us because we went
Yeah,
on
I
our
think he's
West
saying-
Coast trip and we won all 5.
Yeah, I think he's saying for the season we only have 4 losses out west. I think that's what he's saying. Clarify for us, RJ. Hey, you know what else is impressive? I'm gonna call this shit out every time we do it. We won the rebound battle again.
Absolutely.
What is the world coming to? We starting to win rebounds. Oh my god.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Most
RJ
definitely.
said West Coast so far. West Coast so far.
Hey, Jose, you got the stat sheet? If so, how many turnovers did James Harden have, gentlemen?
3.
Yeah,
3.
3 turnovers. But
Not bad.
The team as a whole only had 8, so that's really not bad.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anything under 10 is good news.
Yeah,
Do
man.
y'all notice a difference in this team? When I
Yes.
say a difference, I mean this team the last week and a half compared to this team in December, January.
I
they
see
look-
a much
they
more
look
confident
ready.
team. I see a confident team. I see a team that doesn't give up when they're down. They're fighters. I don't know. I think something clicked up there.
Listen, Mr. Brian, if that's how you say your name, as long as we're in the top 4, I really don't care if we're the number 1 seed. The team was capable. I mean, we had some trials and tribulations there in the beginning of the season, We started off really sluggish in the month of October. That this season, for some reason, started earlier than most, in my opinion. So we played a few games in October, and we really was thinking in November. If you go back and look at those records done, and this team, like, since December 1st, turned it around in such a crazy fashion. People were even insinuating that we weren't even a playing team, because, you know, a lot of people like jumping off shit way too fast. Like, if they ain't 4 quarters in a game, and then, you know, be like BG's always telling them, wait till the clock goes to 0. You know, and you want to assume, and we all know what happens when you assume. But at the end of the day, as long as we're top 4, I don't care about that first seed. We were the first seed a few years back. You see how that turned out.
If I'm counting it wrong, 39 bench points tonight. You know, I think that along with
I think it was 41. I could be wrong,
Okay.
but I thought I counted them earlier, and I thought it was 41.
either way, excellent output by the bench, and that along with the rebounding, that's the tell of the tape for me. That's the difference of what I've been seeing: rebounding and bench performance. You know, for a while we couldn't get SHIT out of this bench at all. Getting something out of him.
I'm very happy with the 41, but let's not act like the majority of it was in the fourth, guys.
True indeed.
The majority was in the fourth. The starters didn't. James Harden played a little bit in the fourth, but the majority of it was in the fourth. So I can't say that the bench had an amazing game or anything. I just feel like they closed the door instead of us having to put our starters in the fourth. They did close the door. They could have given up the lead. They could have.
And that's
They
big.
have definitely done that in the past.
Yeah.
But I think Washington also conceded early.
Yeah,
they put their bench in, and our bench is better than their bench. So yeah, if they was playing against the Bills in the fourth, then they could have got.
Don't pay this guy no mind. He's trolling me. This is my brother from another.
Oh, I was just about to ask.
No.
I wasn't paying him no mind. That's why I didn't
he's
highlight
He's
his
trolling
comment.
me. Yeah.
You lucky Jose put a friendly marker on you, brother. You're
I've
friendly.
seen that and said, "Oh, what is he talking about?"
Yeah, don't give him the band hammer. That's my guy right there.
Remember that show last year when everybody that trolled us in one show, Jose was clapping them like it was nothing.
Oh yeah, I was like, I was out there looking like somebody saying, pew pew pew
He
pew
was
pew.
clapping everybody. If you said something negative, you was getting kicked out the chat. Muted. Every time. That was funny.
There was one game I went super crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
So what we got coming up next, fellas?
Cleveland Cavaliers, man.
Wednesday prime time ESPN.
Uh-oh. I think we can take them.
I know we could take them. The question is,
can we finish it? Because we almost let him come back on his last game.
So
because we got a good. I think we have like 3.5, 4 games on them right now, so I'm not really too worried about it. But it would be nice to get them back
Take care
a
of
little
business.
farther. Absolutely.
A loss or a win gets us an entire full game above them, though. Another full game. So that's why this one is huge, man. Every win is huge, especially against these playoff teams. I think we could beat everybody in the East. I think we could beat everybody in the West. I think the team is ready to compete for a championship. Time will tell.
We the next 5 games, we got to represent, because after those 5 games, it starts to get tough again. We got to play some formidable opponents after the next 5 games. We go back to top tier teams here. So
West Coast trip.
Yeah, West Coast trip, number 1. And we got to play Golden State, Phoenix, Denver, and Dallas right after those 5 games. So to take advantage of these 5 games, beat the lesser opponents like we supposed to, like good teams do. You know what I'm saying? So if anything goes sour, then you just built yourself a cushion to endure that. You know what I'm saying? So this is your chance right now as a team to capitalize on these lower level teams, and I feel like they should do so.
Prophet's asking, are we a complete team yet? I want to know what y'all think about that.
I would say yes, because the only thing we were confused of, to me, the only thing we really were confused about was who is backup center. I think that's the only thing we've been confused about all season. Who's the
Right.
backup center? We figured out who's the starting guard, Maxie Melton. That got figured out.
Right.
We figured out who's the backup center and Paul Reed.
Right.
We added athleticism and depth to the wing with McDaniels. I think we are complete. We got work to do. I'm not saying, hey, there's nothing the Sixers can do wrong, but I think we figured out what we are going into the playoffs. Now it's time to sharpen those tools.
Let me address RJ real quick. RJ, when I say what I said, it's because we got a tendency of playing down to our competition, and then that's what's about to happen. Basically, these next 5 games. So I don't want to dig the hole. You know what I mean? I'd rather.
Right.
That's what I really mean. So
Right.
if that makes sense.
You don't want to lose to these lesser teams, and then we got to face the big boys.
Yeah,
on
you
this
know what I'm
West Coast
saying.
trip. That's
Then
a
you
bad joint.
then you build pressure there. I mean,
Right.
They
like
got to face this big boy out east. Like we're not gonna just keep calling these dudes the big boys. We one of the big boys.
That's right.
We are. We definitely are. We definitely are. Most
Prince
definitely.
makes a good point here about how one of his worries was our third quarters being trash, and we had some real trash third quarters. And you know, it might be too soon to tell, but I don't know. It's looking better. It's definitely looking better. I think things are gelling. I don't want to count any chickens.
I agree with you, Ant. And we will play 40 minutes, but we still need somebody to play that 8.
Yep.
We still need
Yep.
somebody to play. Like, I agree with you when it comes down to it. The backup center won't mean as much, but they need that time to gel now because they will be playing at 8 minutes in the playoffs. They will be. And B won't play 48 ever.
I'm gonna tell you why that backup center means so much in the playoffs. Because Joel will sit some, and when he sits, different coaches, different teams will plan an attack at the paint, attack at that 5 spot to see how will Paul Reed respond. And I think we got the right guy for the job. He ain't no Mitch at all. You know, he will stand up, stand tough, you know, block a shot if need be, stand in there for the charge, fight for a rebound, a dirty guy. So that's what I've been asking from him, and that's what he's been giving us. So, Paul Rizzo.
So we got 15 games
Carl
left.
couldn't wait to put the
I,
Paul Reed on.
I want to know which game each of you is looking forward to the most. Because I say this because somebody said they were really looking forward to the Denver game.
Can I go?
Go ahead.
I was about to say Denver. I want to see Denver.
Denver?
Well,
y'all serious right now? We proven what that is. That's light work. That's easy money. They are food. Joker is food.
I'm looking
The
down
Boston
the schedule.
Celtics cannot sweep us, y'all.
You right. You right.
We
Yeah.
cannot
You just
lose
made
that
me very
4th game to Boston.
Listen,
I ain't
I'm
gonna.
over here in my head thinking about debates, and I forgot we got Boston. You're right.
listen, man. We all know last episode I went ballistic, man, and I gotta agree with BG. I'm looking at that Boston game because I mean
And that Bucks.
that last Denver game wasn't that long ago, and yeah, we seen who the real MVP is. You know, the guy can play really good, but he comes over here and matches up against the supposedly second best center in the league and got super trashed. You know, I don't get it. You know, those are the games that you're supposed to represent, right? To make the statement and let the world know
Right.
that you are the true MVP. But
Right.
then you lay a goose egg on the game that you should have played hard. No, I don't think so. I'm not worried about Denver. Negative. I don't want to get swept by Boston. If you're a real Philly fan, you
Yeah.
don't want to get swept by Boston.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They kicked our butts 3 times this season. And I'm not feeling that. So I'm definitely looking at that game right there.
Y'all looking at that Boston game, and I agree for all the reasons y'all said. I'm looking at the Milwaukee Bucks as well. I'm looking at these guys.
Didn't we beat them too, though?
Yeah,
But I get
I'm
where
gonna
Carl
beat 'em
going.
too.
We beat
because
them
it would be
twice.
Nice to make a statement to let
I
them
want
know
to make
we
a
got their number.
statement late
Let 'em know
going
we
into
got
the
their number.
playoffs. I'm going to smack y'all, and I'm going to smack y'all again. And if we see y'all in the playoffs, we're going to smack y'all again. That's what I want to do. But
Cause that puts some clout in their head if they got a matchup with us in the playoffs. Like, oh, we down 3-1.
Boston too, though, because I hate them more and more every game we
But I'm
play
with
them.
I'm leaning with BG.
Yeah,
on that.
but
It's like
listen,
when
you
we
gotta-
lose to Boston. I get that sting in my stomach. That's like,
Where's
what
it at?
the?
Where's it at? RJ said it best.
Ruben.
RJ said it
I'm
best.
going,
Look
Lovey.
at this comment right here. Look at this
That's
comment.
what I'm saying. It's like every time we lose to Boston, we can beat every team but them.
He can
Yep.
beat every team in the NBA except for Boston this year.
It make you want to punch a hole in your wall. That's what it do.
Oh, God.
Crazy.
I'm about to take all
I
this
don't know
green shit off.
whose comment that was that I had highlighted. GSC was wondering about Jay McDaniels. We haven't heard anything, to be honest with you. We were wondering the same thing, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, most likely it'll be up on Twitter before the night is out. Maybe tomorrow after he gets an MRI or whatever. I think it's just back tightness. You know, it went up awkwardly. So hopefully, because we sure need this kid.
You know, I really have to say something tonight. As I look up and down this chat, I just want to give a super big shout out to YouTube world. Y'all got this chat on fire. I ain't even gonna lie. Keep it up. We appreciate you. And it's that time of the night. You already know. So you look at the top of the screen. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Jen, we need a little segment there real quick.
Yeah, we need y'all back here for the Cleveland game on Wednesday. So you don't forget, please subscribe to our channel, like our Facebook page, subscribe to our podcast, give us a 5-star review, and we will hope to see you on Wednesday for the big game.
If you ain't understand what we said in English, I'm gonna tell you in Spanish. No te olvides decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un amigo. I'm sick. I'm going to sleep. Everybody have a great night. Awesome tomorrow.
Let's go.
Sixers, man. Another win.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.